This is episode 7 of the Sacred Jedi Podcast with Boba Fett and Mini Grumpy Boba Fett.
So, as you heard from young and old Boba Fett, this is episode 7.
It's got nice hair, that Boba Fett. I'm jealous.
I like how it flows through his helmet.
Very lush.
Like his helmet is just one big bit of dandruff, and it just flows through it.
Do you think he's wearing a wig, or do you think it grows naturally like that?
What, your drawing or Boba Fett's hair?
Yeah,
underneath his helmet.
Because it grows through his helmet. Obviously, he's got to keep it shaved.
Yeah. He has one of those Babyliss for men. Do you remember those things?
Yeah.
He just rolls it around. But it's like a baby Rathtar. Do you know, they're like circular teeth. Just rolls it around his head.
Boba Fett, how'd you keep your hair so lush and shiny? Well, I use space head and shoulders to give it that natural sheen.
I was Space Mr. Sheen.
Oh, I've got it. I've got washing liquid in me eyes. My visor.
The space shopping channel that appears on hologram on late nights selling Star Warsy products.
Boba Fett shampoo conditioner.
Wookiee conditioner.
I've actually got a Jango Fett shower gel, like bath gel container.
Really?
I got it off my grandma. It was empty when I got it.
I'm jealous.
But it's Jango Fett just like that, flying around.
Have you seen that? I'm sure you would have. The C-3PO tape dispenser.
I have, yeah.
C-3PO is like that.
He's like spooning the tape, giving birth.
Yeah. And
that's got to be canon. C-3PO's kids are probably like little tapeworms.
Pull the tape from C-3PO's crotch.
On that note, should we start talking about the topic?
I think we should, yeah.
So earlier today, midnight? Yeah, it would be midnight here.
Yeah.
This new trailer for The Mandalorian came out.
Yeah.
The second trailer? The last trailer?
I think it's the second. Yeah. They haven't gone with last trailer yet. Yeah, there's probably going to be like 4 more.
We've still got like 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
2 weeks for a new trailer. But yeah.
It starts the same way that the first one did, didn't it? With the stormtroopers in the sand.
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like they're cheating a bit because they show a lot of the same things for both trailers. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the same trailer when I watched it this morning. I was like, this is the same one.
It was confusing.
But it wasn't.
It does show some really good stuff though. My favourite bit, the battle droids, the super battle droids. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised to see them.
Like, it is good that they are like he kind of taking elements from like all over. Really, I think.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it Jon Favreau? The guy
yeah, Jon Favreau
in charge of it.
Favreau.
He was saying like he wanted to include like elements of like all the trilogies. He wanted to kind of like have something for everybody in it, like bits from like the original trilogy, bits from the prequels, bits from the new ones. Obviously it's not set then, but like doesn't mean you can't have elements.
Yeah.
I feel like that can be a good and a bad thing. Like if you're trying to play all your cards, you kind of like what's the phrase, like
you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
Have your cake and eat it.
I mean, I think it can be pretty easy to like, you know, it does from the looks of it. Yeah, I think it does look really good. But then again, we are fans of like all 3 trilogies. Yeah,
all of it. Yeah, so it's not very hard to please us.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like the battle droids and the droid gunship. That was
I didn't see the guns.
That was the shot just before the battle droids. It was like flying overhead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Interesting to see.
Yeah.
Was there any like reference to the sequel trilogy? Couldn't think of any.
Yeah.
I don't even think they had aliens from sequels.
Yeah. I thought the only thing I thought was that the Mandalorian himself looks like he is from the sequel trilogy. He looks he looks more sort of sequel than original trilogy, sort of the design of him. It's very slick and smooth. Smooth Ed.
I would say it's kind of like... It reminds me of Clone Wars, I think.
What, the design of him?
Yeah. I feel like it fit in with Clone Wars quite well.
Yeah. It's, what's his face? Dave Filoni?
Yeah, Dave Filoni.
Yeah, he's part of it as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he did. Didn't he do like the sketches for it? That's like one of the first images that was released. Just like, the Mandalorian drawn on a bit of notepad, bit like this. This is like an original drawing by him.
That's how it started.
I'm going to start my own TV show, and it's going to be the Mandalorian with hair. Be even better.
Just exactly the same, but everyone has a bit more hair.
Yeah, exactly. Can't go wrong. Everyone would love it.
Even the Wookiees?
No.
They'd
be like monks. The only bit of hair they'd have is like that kind of like donut ring around the scalp.
Do Wookiees cut their hair at all? Do you ever see any with like a middle parting or short back and sides?
There's a Wookiee with a buzz cut. I can tell you that. I can't remember exactly what it is. I think it's from one of the Shadow of the Empire books.
Nice. That sounds cool.
I think Chewbacca disguises as him. He's got like a robot eye patch and a buzz cut.
Oh, I've seen pictures of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know about haircuts.
I'm excited to look that up. I want to see this buzz cut Wookiee. I think I remember seeing a toy of him.
Yeah, there was a toy of him. Yeah.
But it probably didn't convey that he had a buzz cut very well in the toy, because it's probably just all one bit of plastic.
I'm gonna look this up. What else was in the trailer? There was them aliens at the start, them little like two-legged dewback looking things.
Yeah, because I said to James earlier, they must be dewbacks, but they're not.
Dewbacks have 2 legs. These are two-backs.
Two-backer. These are blurgs.
The blurgs, yeah. We only found out this like just before, because because we was convinced they were dewbacks. It looks like Tatooine, the planet they're on. I'm pretty sure it is, unless I think
it must be.
Blurgs are from like Ryloth, so Ryloth maybe. Do they go? Ryloth is a bit of a desert-y looking planet, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless they've just made another desert planet to add to the hundreds there already are.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough desert planets, to be honest. Name a film without a desert planet. A Star Wars film. Just name any film. Full stop.
Schindler's List.
Barton Fink. That's it.
The Minions movie. Oh no, they're going to a desert in the...
Despicable Me starts with a desert. I'm sure it does. It starts in Egypt.
What is it with desert planets? Deserts.
But yeah,
keep going back to Jakku. The
blurgs. The interesting thing about blurgs, though, is that it's not the first time they've been live action. The first time they've been live action was the first appearance was in one of the Ewoks movies.
And that would have been like a puppet, I guess, would it, in that?
Yeah, I'm just looking at a picture of it right now. It's just a big old... It looks like an angry piranha with, like, legs.
And little arms.
I keep forgetting that the Ewok films are a thing. To be honest.
Yeah, we need to watch them one episode. I think.
Yeah. Do an episode.
I've never seen them. There was a cartoon as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was an Ewoks cartoon that went alongside the Droids cartoon. But I think the Ewoks cartoon lasted more series than Droids. I think Droids only had 1 or 2 series. If that, 1 series.
That's surprising.
The Great Heat was the last of them.
It's a good note to go out on. There was also the carbonite slabs. We got to see a couple of carbonite slabs in it, and it just made me think that thing. Do you know they're like hover, don't they? The carbonite. Is that just like a Star Wars shopping trolley? There's everything. Is that just like the floating thing? Is like what people like a wheelbarrow? People just use that in universe to push things around on.
I've never thought about that. How do they go to the shops at
Yeah. Just need to go to shops, pick up some blue milk. If you don't need a floating carbonite trolley, you just get one of the little floating baskets.
I got a phone call off work. That's what that was.
Oh right. They're trying to get you to come in now.
Yeah, they're gonna fire me. I should have got them on the podcast.
Yeah. This special guest this week.
The place where James works.
And we were just talking about supermarkets and Star Wars.
I have to censor that. Not giving that away.
James works at.
Show's been cancelled. I'm stopping it right now. I was going to say, one of the things I did like was that we're getting a lot of these aliens that were kind of were background characters in the original trilogy or whatever. They're given a lot more prominence. There was one of the main shots in the trailer was a shot of a Quarren being basically lassoed by the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to kind of see them aliens kind of modern day technology and all stuff like that. From the looks of it, it's a lot of physical masks again.
Okay.
Rather than CG.
Yeah.
Because I know there was I saw this shot of a back of the head of a Rodian, and apparently it's the exact same mask as one from Solo. So from the looks of it, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's good.
A good way to keep costs down. To be fair, just
because
you've already got the physical thing, you don't have to kind of track everything.
Yeah.
Looks a lot better, I think, as well.
And they could just reusing the old stuff.
Mm.
Save on money. It was weird seeing the Quarren's tentacles move.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've only ever seen that them stationary, so it's weird seeing secondary motion.
Yeah, I think the most I've ever seen of it is literally just pictures of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in the background of episode 3, but I think that's kind of aside from the TV show, it's kind of the extent that you see them, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
another bit.
Sorry, I'll let you say.
I was just going to say another thing we see move more in this trailer is the assassin droid.
IG-11.
IG-11, yeah.
Just reading
It's
up about
the same.
him.
Yeah.
I didn't really realise what his character was going to be until very recently, but I'm really liking the sound of him now. Like a child with a gun is what they described it as.
Yeah. And it's Taika Waititi, isn't it, doing the voice?
Great guy.
And I think we mentioned before his character gets annoyed when people think that he's IG-88.
Yeah.
And I can just hear Taika Waititi's voice getting angry at.
I've just got a thick New Zealand accent.
Yeah.
Put it on. Especially for this.
Yeah. This assassin droid's from New Zealand as well.
Space New Zealand.
Space New
Zealand.
It's rougher than regular New Zealand.
Too many robots.
Is he CG, that character? IG-11?
He's got to be. Have you seen like the amount he moves, like doing that call?
Yeah.
That's got to be CG.
Dabbing. I don't know, I wasn't sure if it was like a puppet for his body and head and like CG arms or something. I don't know.
I mean, they might have like a physical prop. I don't know, to be honest. But
Have
I
you
think
seen-
for like the big movements, it'll be CG.
Yeah. Have you seen that behind the scenes of C-3PO in episode 1, where it's that guy in a green morph suit standing behind like a C-3PO skeleton?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed you a picture of it last week. I'm sure.
Probably, yeah. Most of the Star Wars stuff I've seen, you've shown me. So
I think we've just shown his stuff and more stuff than. And it's just us going like, oh yeah, do you know this? Yeah, do you know this? Yeah.
that's this podcast summed up, really.
Just telling us stuff we already know because we told each other like the week before.
A couple of old men talking about Star
Good
Wars.
stuff.
was a
Mandalorian
line in-
talks.
Oh yeah,
That's a
Wasn't-
bit.
I was surprised by that, but I don't know why. I was expecting him not to talk, but that wouldn't have worked, would it, for
Yeah.
the TV show?
You could have gotten away with it, but I think it would have been a bit too cartoony.
Yeah. Or giving him like computer screen here, and so
Like
I was like,
Daft Punk eyes.
yeah, a little Tamagotchi on his head, so you can see when he's done a poo. But yeah, what did he say in the end of the trailer? He said,
He said like, yeah, good.
"Yeah, good.
That was all he says. They
How are you
support him.
doing? How
I
are
mean,
you
in
doing?"
the trailer, they do ask. Well, it sounds like they asked me a question. So, like, if you don't reply, he's being a bit rude, isn't he?
Yeah, they ask him
Called the
how you,
Mandalorian, not the rude man.
they ask him, "How are you doing?" And he goes, "Yeah, good." He says,
How'd you like steak? Yeah, good.
"Yeah, good." What sort of day have you had, Mandalore? Have you done lots of good bounty hunting? And have you got money? Yeah, good.
What do you think of that film we saw last night? Land Wars.
Good.
Yeah, good.
How has your child been behaving recently? I know he is in his troublesome twos. Yeah, good.
We're gonna have to stop there, or we'll go like another hour like that.
There was a line I want to bring up,
Oh yeah.
a line of dialogue. I can't remember what character said it. It was that, I think, the old guy who's narrating throughout the whole
Yeah.
trailer. He says, "Bounty hunt, a complicated profession." I was thought for a second, it's not really, is it?
Look for someone
It's like-
to get them.
It's a pretty straightforward profession. It's like, there's a man, get him. That's it.
Well, I guess if they're being a bit of a pain in the arse to get, like Han Solo was a bit fiddly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah,
He killed like what 3 or 4 bounty hunters in the course of
Yeah.
like 3 films, just getting away.
so it's just the word complicated. It's like, you could have said dangerous. That makes more sense. But complicated, it's not like brain surgery. That's the sort of thing.
I guess if you like got to file like the health and safety forms, like
Yeah,
if you've had an accident, it is his job. So if he's had an accident at work, he's got to like fill all that paperwork out.
yeah. They're even more careful.
Yeah, that's the real.
In
That's
the-
the real faff.
Yeah, in this galaxy far, far away, in the past, they're very safety conscious.
I want to
think
see
you-
like an entirely mundane like film like that. It's just a guy like doing office work.
Yeah,
Knowing
There was
what Disney's plans are, they'll probably get to that point, like in the next 15 years.
yeah. Just 2 hours of an Imperial officer trying to get planning permission for the Death
Yeah.
Star. It's how
Build it
big?
there.
Yeah, it's as big as a planet.
Oh, what else? One last thing before I guess. Are you done talking about the Mandalorian? I think we're pretty much covered all the things we want to talk about.
Well, there's one last thing I've got written down here. There's that bit where that woman is about to lift off his helmet.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see his head? Or
I hope not. I like the idea of it just being like a complete mystery.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the point with Boba Fett originally, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to know, like, yeah, exactly. You don't need to know, like, who's behind the mask. Like, it's like you're kind of seeing all that they are anyway.
Yeah. Or she lifts it off and it's Luke's head from Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I was thinking the same helmet underneath.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a GIF that I saw of Luke taking Vader's mask off, and just underneath that is just another mask.
It's like a weird Russian doll.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got like a little tiny head. Smaller bounty hunter helmets.
Yeah.
It sounds like Joe Pasquale without the helmet on.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
What do you think of the ship? What's it called? The big space Razor Crest, I think.
The Razor Crest. I like it. Yeah, it's reminded me of the U-wing, was it, from Rogue One? A little bit. How it sort of got. I might be thinking of a different one.
No,
the engines. The engines reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Like sort of big cylindrical engines at the top.
It looks like one of them quad jumpers without like the bottom two engines, I think.
That's a better comparison. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that ship. Yeah,
maybe he just like adds engines to it at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, sticks them on.
I sure hope this doesn't get blown up.
I'm gonna sell this to my friend on Jakku. You take care of it now.
It's full of explosives. Be careful.
Theo, did we see any other ships in that?
I think we do. There is actually the quad jumper in it.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure that's like a background thing. I was looking it up earlier. It's like somebody pointed that out.
So yeah, that's the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, just a side note. The episode 9 trailer came out, and we didn't cover that, but that was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was.
I think
I liked everything in that.
That ends that bit.
Yeah.
Looks alright. Star Wars. More of that.
Can't really say anything more.
No.
That hasn't been said. Apart from, right. The Death Star.
Yep.
That blew up. That was a big explosion. And in the trailer, there was the big space window still attached to the.
Maybe it's like double glazed or something like that.
Yeah. That advert with that man shouting about windows.
You buy one, you get one free.
I say
explains the 2 Death Stars.
Yeah.
You buy one Death Star, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. Anyway, should we go?
Yeah. Should we go?
Yeah. We're going to keep this episode quite short, so we're going to go to the just some random questions. Not that anyone's asked us, just that I've come up with.
Okay. Right, is this a new segment?
What's the question? Yeah, you got to guess what the question is.
Okay, right.
Even though I've told you.
Wait, has it started already?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
What is your least favourite Star Wars alien?
Damn, you read my mind. Least favourite alien?
When you said I've got a guess and that you've told me, I completely forgot that you had. But then I remembered that you had actually told me that question.
I was gonna hold it up to you if you didn't get it. Don't worry, I would have given you a hand. Not that mean.
Thanks. I think you should go first because I'm still not sure. I've been thinking about it.
Neither am I, to be honest.
Obviously, we won't go for the obvious choice of
Jar
Jar
Jar.
Jar Binks.
One that I don't like from... Because I've been playing Jedi Outcast recently, and I'm sure you'll agree with me on this. The Grands.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Grands in that.
With their sniper rifles.
Nah, they're the ones with the grenades.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you try getting close to shoot them, and they just throw a grenade at you and it explodes in your face and it kills both of you. Because they're stupid or just don't care. Either way,
The
I hate
worst.
them.
The worst aliens.
The only Grand that I like is Mohonic. He's one of the pod racers. He's alright. He didn't try to kill me.
He's not throwing things at me.
You got weird horse mouths, the Grands.
I don't know. I don't think there's an alien that I didn't like.
Like in any sense of the word, like you didn't like how they looked, you didn't like, or you're just not racist.
Yeah, all species here. I think maybe the Ewoks a little bit,
Yeah.
but I think I like them more. I know everyone doesn't like the Blu-ray edits of the films, but they added like a blink
Yeah.
to the Ewoks, and I don't know, it just made me forget that there was just a little bloke in there. They just added that extra bit, and that made me like them a bit more.
Well, the fact that they blink.
Yeah, it just sort of, I think it was like a sideways blink or something, wasn't it? It's just like, that's cool.
I would never have noticed that they blinked, to be honest. I know that they blink because I remember seeing like that they'd added that in, but
yeah,
it's not something that comes into mind. Like, does every alien blink? I don't check that.
No, I didn't notice it until obviously the change. Like, I didn't watch when I was a kid. I didn't watch Return of the Jedi. I thought this was the worst film because the Ewoks didn't blink. I never
too much.
I liked the Ewoks, but I didn't like them as much as
the
other aliens. I thought they were just not as interesting. But that little thing just added a little, and the fact that was going to be the Ewok planet, not the Ewok, the Wookiee planet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
originally, and that just made me disappointed.
Why did you change it? I can't remember.
It was cost. They couldn't afford to make like loads of Wookiee costumes, so George Lucas was like, "Oh, let's just make smaller Wookiees." That's actually I've heard him say that. Yeah, I've heard him say that in an interview.
Yeah, Ewokee.
Yeah, it's just basically
literally
backwards.
You got
Wookiee,
lazy.
Ewok.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own like race, and they're gonna be called Manhu.
Okay.
And they look like humans, but they've got like mouths on their hands.
I like this. Are they the same size as humans?
No, they're like twice as tall
Oh, nice.
and twice as ugly.
Twice as randy.
That's the name of the leader of the planet, Randy Manhu.
Randy. Wasn't he the guy who did the music for Toy Story?
I think he was, yeah.
Can-
You got a friend in me.
No, you're doing it
You've
wrong.
got a friend.
You've got a friend in me.
You've got a friend, and I've got one too. You've got a friend in me. I can't remember the lyrics to that. That's all I remember.
Pretty
Pretty
close.
sure I butchered it.
How did we get from aliens to Randy Newman? Did you have any other questions here in your What's
no.
the question segment?
That was all I had. What's your least favourite alien? I was hoping you had a question.
I think I did. But the trouble is, I always think, oh, I'll save that for when we're doing a podcast, but then I completely forget what I was going to ask. Oh, yeah. This is probably going to be one of those questions where I've just forgotten something and it's a really obvious answer. But is there any sports in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that question over.
I can't remember the name of it, but there's a couple in like, you know, the bar in episode 2 when they're finding Zam Wessel. There's like some shown on the screens.
Oh yeah.
In the background. That's like the first one that springs to mind. There's probably a bunch of sports. Shooting one practicing your T16 probably. If you're feeling sadistic.
It wasn't there. I know there's like games, obviously like the hollow chess, and isn't there another one in episode 2 where aren't they betting on these fighting animals like cockfighting?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Or I might have just got a.
I think you're thinking of hollow chess again.
No, they were in looking in like a pit, and there was this looked like little rats fighting each other. This might have been a pirate copy of Star Wars I had, and they just added their own scenes in.
Just cockfighting rings.
Yeah.
Real footage.
The Coruscant Fight Club.
First rule of the Coruscant Flight Club. You do not talk about Coruscant Flight Club. You do not talk about Coruscant Fight Club either. It's not the same thing.
I saw somebody, just to sidetrack again, I saw somebody talking about Attack of the Clones on the internet the other day, as you do, and they were comparing the Obi-Wan scenes in Attack of the Clones to like a film noir.
Yeah, I kind of see that.
And that made me think, yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. It is. It's because I can't remember he's on his own for quite a bit of that film, isn't he?
Yeah, I feel like the good first half of it, I think.
Tracking down the person who shot the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And the diner as well. Dex's diner.
Yeah. It's all very
straight
Art Deco, isn't it?
Yeah. So it made
Never
me
thought of it about like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it made me look at that bit of the film.
I like episode 2 a bit more now.
I know. I mean, yeah.
It's still my least favourite, but it's rising.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I prefer that more than. No, they're always changing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, what was you going to say? Like episode 1?
Yeah, I think I prefer 2. Watching it again, I prefer 2 over episode 1 slightly.
Yeah.
After reading that, because it just made me think there's a lot of bits in 1. Like, I really don't like kids in films. And the bits of Anakin and just get on my nerves a bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I like that film.
I don't know. I'd say like overall, like episode 1's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Like episode 2's got, like the Obi-Wan bits and the like the Clone Wars bits, but like I don't think it justifies that like a good like third of the film is just bad. I think.
Yeah. See,
like at least with episode 1, I feel like it's kind of like Jar Jar's a bit irritating, but I think from like start to finish, it is kind of like it's just like fun. I think.
I think like I was saying, it's always changing. Like I'll like fondly remember some bits, then go back and watch it and say, oh, I think I prefer this one. That's what lots of people have been posting the rankings, Star Wars rankings on Twitter recently, and I don't know if I could do that because of that. I like them all. I like them all roughly in like similar-ish stages. So I don't think I could rank them all like best to worst. I like them all in similar levels.
Except the bad ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, stick them all at the top except for, like, I don't know, Phantom Menace.
Yeah. That's the ones I saw that I really liked were those ones where it was just like, here are my Star Wars rankings. Number 1, all the movies, books, and merchandise and comics. And number 2, everything else. So, yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so we should be back next week, hopefully.
Same week.
Same time.
Same time.
Week. Same week. Next
Same
time,
hour,
folks. Yeah. It's been a pleasure. And we'll be doing something else.
We'll have a
But
big
still-
old dance-off.
I like the sound of that.
I was going to say we could talk about Mandalorian, but that's not out for like another week after that.
We just talked about Mandalorian.
I know, but we can actually talk about the TV show.
That's true.
We could talk about
Oh.
his dreams, his family,
Aspirations. His hair.
his hair. If they don't show at least like 3 shots of his hair in the entire series, I'm going to be pissed. I don't care about his face. I want to see his
yeah.
like luscious like long locks.
Yeah, that scene is when he pulls his helmet off. It's just like hair just falls down.
Yeah. There's that whole like stereotypical like wafting his head about.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So yeah, we'll see you next week.
That's what you're in store for.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, just a little side note. Look at this guy, isn't he cool?